As the bull market in the crypto market continues, the activity of investment institutions is also rapidly increasing, further boosting the excitement of the crypto market. According to survey statistics, in the first quarter of 2020, there are 255 related fundraising in the global crypto market, which is more than 3 times that of the same period last year, and the amount of investment in Q1 in 2021 has exceeded the amount for the entire year of 2020. This shows how hot the market is. Among them, an important driving force for the overall market value of the cryptocurrency market is the booming development of DeFi and NFT, except that well-known large companies have bought a large number of mainstream currencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. From the world's vision. Blockchain to the cryptocurrency decentralized DeFi is called decentralized finance, which is an innovative application in the cryptocurrency field compared to CeFi's full name of centralized finance. As everyone knows, the underlying technology of cryptocurrency, blockchain, is simply a distributed ledger technology. The original reason for its creation was to avoid monopoly by a single, centralized enterprise or individual through a large number of distributed ledger data storage technology. If you compare the background of Satoshi Nakamoto's invention of blockchain technology in 2008, you can understand this technology at a glance, just to avoid encountering the corruption that the financial giant is too big to fail. In other words, the fundamental core of the blockchain is to want to be decentralized, and the cryptocurrency world extended from it is also permeated with decentralization in nature. However, ordinary people enter the exchanges of the cryptocurrency world, and the institutions that exchange legal currencies, such as US dollars, into cryptocurrencies, still operate a single team behind them. As with traditional financial institutions, there is still a risk of trust, and did not achieve the goal of decentralization. The financial-related services provided by these centralized exchanges are called CEFI, such as the world-renowned Pionex and Binance. In order to achieve the goal of decentralization, the bottom line is to achieve interaction with it. The services behind it cannot be composed of people, therefore, there is a product of smart contracts that provide various services through programs. The dApp generated by the smart contract is used to provide various financial services including lending, trading, insurance, etc., which is the DeFi that people often hear. Since DeFi is a program that is already on the chain and deployed on the blockchain, it cannot be tampered with. Coupled with the open and transparent code, everyone can see the composition of the program on the blockchain, so it is difficult to be malicious program loopholes. The combination of these two factors makes DeFi unlike CEFI that has the risk of trust issues. For example, there is no human interaction behind it, and there is no possibility of malicious bankruptcy, but there is an additional program vulnerability problem, which increases the risk of being hacked. Since DeFi is on the blockchain, the code in dApp is all open and transparent open source model, which makes it very simple for engineers to connect various applications, and the composability of dApp is extremely high. Just like Lego, it is easy to form new innovations with each other, which makes various DeFi innovations flourish and roll out extremely fast. The driving force behind the rapid growth of DeFi, liquid mining and aggregator. Although the concept and application of DeFi began in 2018 and 2019, the real popularity is mainly due to the introduction of the concept of liquid mining. What is liquidity mining? This starts with the concept of AMM. The general tradition is that when trading cryptocurrencies on stocks or exchanges, most of them adopt a mixing system. That is, if you want to sell a shares at 50 yuan, someone wants to buy with 50 yuan, and the transaction can be successfully completed. If no one is willing to use 50 yuan to buy a stock, your transaction will not be executed. When this situation occurs very often, we call it poor liquidity. Of course, such a trading experience is also very difficult for customers. Because it takes a long time to complete a transaction. Therefore, in order to avoid this situation, there is an institution called a market maker, which specializes in the role of the counterparty in stocks or exchanges. If you want to sell, you can buy. If you want to buy, you can sell, so that the liquidity of the transaction can be improved. And it can make the transaction smooth, shorten the transaction time, and improve the experience. However, in DeFi, there is generally no such role as a market maker run by an individual or a team. The way to make up is to replace the traditional market maker with AMM to maintain the liquidity of each dApp, increase the transaction rate, and make the customer experience promote. So who is the AMM? In short, anyone with funds can do it. As long as you deposit your spare funds into a specific dApp, you can take the role of AMM maintenance and make profits. This behavior is called liquid mining. Taking the decentralized exchange abbreviated as DEX, the operation method of AMM is to require users to deposit the trading pairs of BTC-USDT and ETH-USDT with a certain ratio into two pools to provide liquidity, that is, to let other users when you want to buy and sell the trading pair. There are cryptocurrencies that can be bought and sold. The transaction fees charged by decentralized exchanges to buyers and sellers will use a certain percentage of profit-sharing mechanism to give back to liquidity providers, that is, users who deposit funds in the pool, to earn rewards. In this way, every user can throw their tokens into the liquidity pool, become a small market maker, and then enjoy the transaction fee dividend. No matter in the loan contract or the exchange, there is such a mechanism, resulting in DeFi is booming. But the same kind of transaction pair provides different profit sharing in the loan contract and DEX, and it fluctuates daily or even hourly, depending on the number of users and the profit sharing mechanism of the dApp. Moreover, there are many types of loan contracts and DEX, which causes investors to be confused. If you want to obtain the maximum return on investment for liquid mining from BTC-USD and ETH-USDT with the same cryptocurrency, you must always pay attention to the above information, and moving funds in and out requires handling fees. The level of complexity is really unbearable. Another DeFi innovation that came into being aggregator was born. Imagine that aggregator is a fund trader. Faced with thousands of stocks in the market and various dApps in the DeFi field, it will automatically help you select the portfolio with the best return on investment on the market, and automatically allocate funds to borrowing in DeFi. Liquidity mining and other dApp projects earn high rewards.